What's up, guys, and welcome back to another Last of Us Part 2 Countdown Series video. And today we are officially 25 days away from the Last of Us Part 2 release. And again, days are flying by fast. It feels like it's actually getting hard to keep up with these videos. But again, we're keeping to it, a new video every single day. So if you guys are enjoying this series, be sure to drop a like. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into today's topic. So today I want to talk about pretty much the fact that there will be 3 playable characters in this game. This is something that I've been literally like discussing and talking about on my channel since when I very first started YouTube. I think the very first video that I had that popped off was actually about how Joel was a playable character inside this game. And you guys, the video is super old. You might not want to go watch it because my commentary is so bad. But I pretty much found out, like, just looking at computer monitors behind like a video that was behind the scenes over at Naughty Dog for that was dedicated to the women who work there. You know, on the screen there was actually, like, it looked like to appear to be footage of like Joel running around in the playtest area. So like I pretty much came up with the assumption that Joel be a playable character in this game, and we already had like confirmed facts that Ellie was the main protagonist of The Last of Us Part 2. So that's one character, that's 2 characters, that's 2 playable characters, Joel and Ellie. And like in June, no, it was July 1st. I actually dropped a video on July 1st talking about the Mystery Woman, where I like went really in depth on the trailer and just like really gave my feelings on the character and everything and what I think. And I came up with the assumption that she's also a playable character, mainly because when it comes to like The Last of Us versus the very first game, every single cutscene, the playable character is on screen. So like, let's say we start the game off with Sarah. So Sarah's the first person we see on the screen, and that's also the character that we're playing as, right? So whenever we switch over to Joel, the very first person we see on screen at that point was Joel, and then we're playing as Joel, and Joel never leaves the screen. The main character that we have been playing as in this game, they never leave the screen throughout the journey. And then whenever we finally play as Ellie, the game gets handed off to Ellie. We play as Ellie. She's the first person we see on screen after Joel's injured, and boom, we're playing as Ellie. There's never a point in time in any section of this game throughout any of the cutscenes where the main playable character has not been on screen. So that was also like something that I thought of why Mystery Woman could be a playable character, because whenever we got her reveal for the Paris Games Week trailer, it revolved around her. She was the first person we really got to see, and then of course we saw Yara, Lev, Emily, and everybody else. But whenever the cutscene was ending, it was panned off onto the infected with her on the main focus. And they said that these are very what Neil Druckmann said, like, these characters are very what's the word, like, very important and very key aspects to our story. And since he says that, I believe that. He also claims this is his favorite character that he's ever worked on. He said like Laura Bailey brought his favorite characters to life, so I feel like this is also a playable character. Plus, we know the cutscenes in this game run in real time, and since the cutscenes actually run in real time, it wouldn't really make sense for for it to jump out that cutscene. I don't really think there'll be a lot of cuts to black, because we do know, like, with God of War. See, I don't think this game really runs like God of War, because God of War runs in like one shot, which is like the camera panning. And from what we've seen from trailers and stuff so far, I don't really think this game will run like in one clean shot with the camera. I'm pretty sure there will be cuts, but I still think like right after that scene we'll be playing as Mystery Woman, like with the hammer whatnot, smashing some clickers faces in, and that just makes sense. Plus, if you really think about just the history of how they've done their games, like Uncharted 4 for instance, it had 3 characters. You played as Nathan Drake, Sam Drake, and you also got a chapter for the epilogue where you played as Cassie Drake, which is his daughter. And then in The Last of Us Part 1, you start off as Sarah, you play as Joel, and then you go on to and you playing as Ellie. And again, throughout the whole entire plot of The Last of Us Part 1, the main character of that game is never off screen. Throughout the entire thing, they're always on screen. It starts off with Sarah. She's the first person you see. She's the last person you see. Boom. The first person you see is Joel. That's who you're playing as. And then you keep playing as Joel, blah, 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 blah. And then the last person you see at that point was Joel whenever the camera cuts off and Ellie's like, get up, right? Then the first person you see from there, boom, was Ellie whenever, starts up the scene in the winter. And then guess what? You're playing as Ellie. And then it swamps back just like that. The last part, like, it goes like that. Like, the only time you see the playable character is on screen at all points in time. Like, throughout every single cutscene, throughout all the gameplay, the playable character is never seen off screen. Throughout our entire journey of The Last of Us Part 1, the character that you're playing as is always there. So I truly do feel like, again, that there'll be 3 playable characters in The Last of Us Part 2. You guys, I can link the old videos I had where I found out Joel's a playable character. I also can link the video where I also came up with the synopsis that Mystery Woman's a playable character. And even to this day, like, people kept trying to tell me, or people keep trying to say that Mystery Woman is Anna or whatnot, and I still don't believe that, and I refuse to believe that. And I'm pretty sure 1000% that we have 3 playable characters in this game. It would only make sense. I don't know how much we'll have playable. Like, I don't know if like we'll have like a whole Joel section just like the first game, or like we could have like a, an epilogue or a prologue. I don't know if like, I think Mystery will be pretty playable throughout quite a bit, since that is like another main character, and I feel like her and Ellie will of course come together at some point in time. Plus, also, you guys have got to realize, we haven't really got to find out much about Mystery Woman, Yara, and Lev. In my personal opinion, I think Yara, Lev, and Mystery Woman are like the 3 most interesting characters out the entire story. Now, you might kind of hate me for that, but I just feel like we all know Ellie, we all know Joel, correct? And it's to the point where it's like, we already, like, there's not much else to know. Like, we know Ellie has her love interest, you know, Joel and, you know, Ellie and Joel have their you know, their issues, and we know Ellie wants to go get revenge, but we don't have any like key aspects behind the Mystery Woman story. We don't have any aspects behind Yara and Lev's story. Like, I want to know Yara and Lev's struggle and Mystery Woman's struggle, how they come together, and how like them being enemies, since I think, like, I'm assuming Mystery Woman, she's like WLF since they called her Wolf, and then Yara and Lev are obviously Seraphites, so trying to break away. And we do know Seraphites and the WLF are fighting. How do they come together and team up and actually, you know, become from foe to friend? Like, that's all really interesting stuff, and I just can't wait to dig deeper into the story. So let me know your guys' comments down below of what you guys think. Do you think we'll be having 3 playable characters in this game? Do you think we'll not? I think it's very plausible. Again, I will link the old videos that I did in the description, so you guys can go check those out. It's actually really like good, nice information, and I do think we will have 3 playable characters in this game. So yeah, we're officially 25 days away from release. We'll find out all this soon, and I can't wait to play the game. Every single day it feels like it's going by like faster and faster, but at the same time, the more you think about it, it feels like it's going a little bit slower. But you know, these videos and us staying positive and us hyping things up and discussing, it makes everything like a great blast of anticipation, and I really appreciate it, and I'm sure you guys appreciate the series. So if you guys enjoyed the video, if you could be sure to leave a like, as well as subscribe to the channel for brand new for more high quality content and the Last of Us Part 2 countdown series. I'll see you guys next time, which is tomorrow, with another banger.